Hello there, Moon in Aquarius, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching today's moon sign reading for September 2022. Please remember to hit that thumbs up and click on that subscribe button before you leave. Also, before we get started, make sure you know what your moon sign is so you get the right reading. If you don't know, or if you're not sure, I have left a couple of websites down in the description box below that you can check out. All right, Spirit. Tell me about Moon in Aquarius for the month of September 2022. Under full moon in Virgo, we have take inspired action. Yes, you have been inspired, or will be in September. And it's going to drive you to take action. We have first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. All right, and here the symbol. This is the third eye symbol, the chakra, third eye chakra. So if you're familiar with it, you can work with that to help you push through any insecurity, or you can look it up if you don't know anything. There's lots of different types of meditations and different things you can to work with that to get results that you're looking for. So the take inspired action for September. There's the inspired, so there's something that makes you feel like, yes, this is something I want to do or I can do, but there's also that part of you or that side of you that's like, but what if I fail? It might even be a fear of success, not just fear of failure. What if I succeed? What does that mean? How does that change my life? What if I fail? Same questions. What if it doesn't go the way I want to? All of these what ifs, that's where that insecurity, that's that sign that's telling you when you start thinking these things, okay, I'm being insecure and I need to push through them. And I can use some third eye meditations, or I can just learn how to work with my third eye to help give me what I need to see, to push through, and to help myself and to get the things that I want, things that I'm desiring because I want to take action to get something. That's usually there's something out of reach that you want to go for, like a promotion or a family or a new car, whatever it is that you want to take action towards, but it feels inspired. It feels like something has come to you and inspiring you to go ahead and go forward. Let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Aquarius for September, please. What else is there to know for Moon in Aquarius in September, Spirit? We have the Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, Cosmic Ritual. Okay. This inspiration comes from Spirit. Some kind of connection that you have. Maybe it came from a dream. There's this picture, for whatever reason, because there's a head right in the cloud. I feel like this inspiration, this idea, this creative project, whatever it is, came from God or goddess. I mean, this is a female face, but you know in your head, in your heart, this idea or whatever has come from the universe, from God, from spirit guides, angels. It's come from a place that isn't your normal place of ideas and inspiration. So it's like I want to say a big deal. That's what I was going to say, but it's not that. It's more than a bit. It means a lot. It has a big meaning. It has consequences that are bigger than yourself, right? So you could influence a large number of people, or you could influence something politically, or you could be in this idea influences This action influences your neighborhood, your social group, your family at least. It's like it's bigger than you. And you know it. There's fears around it. That's where it's pushed through any insecurity. So, spirit of spring, freedom, action, power. So you get to find your personal power and you get to feel a sense of freedom by making this action, even though there's insecurity with it. So Spirit wants you to know that Spirit definitely backs you, is your inspiration, and wants you to go forward to make this change. I think it's, like I said, it's change that goes beyond just you. It goes at least family, if not neighborhood, social group, workplace. You might change the workplace with this idea. There may be something that you're more efficient at. You think of an idea that's more efficient for processing information or whatever, and it changes the company, and then you get recognized for it, right? Well, that's the hopeful outcome of that, but this is something bigger than you, and you know it. And the amount of freedom and power that you are going to gain, I think will surprise you. Because that insecurity is a bitch. All right. Let's find out what actually is the shadow aspect of this that is scary. So it has to do with some insecurity, some questioning, some what ifs, worrying about outcomes. So Spirit, tell us about the shadow aspect of this for Moon in Aquarius for the month of September, please. What is it that they don't want to face or look at or deal with? Okay. This one feels a little tough. The child I was meant to be. Part of the inspiration for this, I want to say, comes from a childhood idea that you've had that didn't necessarily wasn't about your work or about the neighborhood that you live in or the social group that you're a part of or your big family or part of, what all of this for the month of September is going to affect. But somehow it helps with acknowledging or verifying or not approving, acknowledging the difficulties you had to get to this point, to get to this inspired action, to be able to affect people on a large scale like this, to understand things that are bigger than you. I want to say there was a sense of your childhood stripped from you, or not being able to be a child, and somehow this action or the outcome of this action helps you feel better about this, but it also brings up childhood memories, hurts, things that you wanted to forget, things that you've tried to forget about what happened, things you weren't able to fully process emotionally, mentally, spiritually as a child, that's now going to come up and you'll have to process. Part of this insecurity, there's more to it than just insecurity, but this is a big part. I want to say, as a child, because of what happened, you felt powerless, so having power is going to mean a lot to you. Having freedom, you didn't have freedom as a child. You lacked power. There was a hopeless or helplessness. You weren't able to express freely. You weren't able to do the things that you wanted to do, how you wanted to do them. So not only is this inspired action, this thing that you want to do, this idea that you want to act on, can help a bigger part, like I said, a social group bigger than you. It helps you internally to grow and heal that part of you that never got to be a child or didn't get to be the child that you wanted to be. And I feel that it's feeling, I feel it in my heart, but I feel it in my solar plexus chakra too. There's a heaviness here. I thought it would trigger something with the third eye because this, you know, the third eye symbol on the card there. And there's a heaviness, but it's going to help with that. This is definitely going to help with your own internal personal processes, as well as outside of you in a bigger context than just you. So there's relief. There's some kind of relief in that. There's some kind of freedom and great, great, great wisdom. Okay, let's get some more information. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Aquarius for the month of September, please. What else does Moon in Aquarius need to know about September? Nine of Wands, fear. Now, the Nine of Wands for me is also about recovery, healing wounds, but there's fear because of some kind of battle or some kind of fighting that you've had to do, and it's only now. I think this has to do with the child you were meant to be. You had to be a survivor, and there was a lot of fear involved with your childhood, as well as insecurity. And now, through this inspired action, you get to take some time and heal, patch up your wounds, a chance to rest, a chance to get outside of that fear of what happened. The Nine of Swords, trauma. Nine of Swords, yes, is also about stress, anxiety, nightmares. This fear, insecurity, trauma, this is what's keeping you from acting on this idea. The Spirit is here with you, backing you, guiding you, holding your hand to help you move forward. It's time to forgive. And I know that might be hard to hear, but it's time to live your life. It's time to be the adult you were meant to be, because not being the child you were meant to be has turned into the adult you weren't supposed to be, because you weren't the child you were meant to be. So I think that this is something that's very deeply felt and needed and healing. Next we have Queen of Cups, empathy. This idea does affect, affects people. It's larger than you. The people that are around you, like I said, neighborhood, social group, political changes, work changes, family changes. There is somebody who has empathy, but what you've gone through has also caused you to be empathetic to other people and the things they've gone through. I want to say also your mother is sorry and may have not been able to actually say it to you. or your mother is realizing some things that have happened that either she couldn't see before, didn't want to see. But there's some forgiveness here. There's some sorry, a feeling, apology needed, wanting to give to you. Maybe you'll get an apology this month by your mother or your guardian, whoever was the most mother-like person, or somebody who wasn't your mother, but you looked up to as a mother because your natural mother was a difficult person or made your life very difficult as a child, who understands, has empathy, and wants to hold you and wants to be mothering to you and guide you and help you in any way they can. So that might be something that shows up. Maybe you haven't talked to this person in a while and they show up in September to be there for you. And finally, Page of Wands. This says invention. And I can see that because this card is, again, a childlike point of view. So I see this as you and see this as the mother or mother-like person that you've deemed to be a mother-like person. They see you and they see the child part of you, the hurt part of you, but they also see you moving through this. So as this mothering person comes in and wants to help and nurtures you, nurtures that child, you're able to reframe your childhood, or you're able to see it from a different light to help heal, or you're able to do some inner work where you can speak to your inner child and tell that child you're sorry, or that you wish things were different, or that you understand, or that you have empathy. You could be mothering your own self in this and helping this child grow from not being, I want to say not worthy, but not being what is needed or wanted, to now you can work through a new way, and reinventing yourself and finding that passion within that maybe will inspire you to take more action, to go to the next level, right? To make changes in the next endeavor by the end of the month. Okay, let's get one last card, please, for Moon and Aquarius Spirit. One last message. One piece of advice to leave them with. Okay, well, 3 flipped over. What the heck? Let's do it. That's the first one. And it says, every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. That's probably the best message I can even come up with. It's better, way better than what I've been trying to say. This, yes, mothering yourself gives you radical self-love to reinvent yourself and reinvent your child. You get to start fresh from a child's point of view going forward. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. That could be a good affirmation, just to say to yourself, look in the mirror every morning and say this to yourself. That is the artwork for the next one. That's really pretty. I accept that here, now, is exactly where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning. Very much so. Your inner child is going to grow and grow and grow so much through September, and all that learning, all that reinventing yourself and looking at things differently and starting fresh. And well, this one is a very similar picture to this one, your first one. So that's interesting. But it says, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Exactly. These are really, really good messages for you, Moon in Aquarius. Remember these. Say them to yourself. This is going to help you deal with this unfortunate hurt that you've had to go through. I have empathy for you. I'm sorry this had to happen. You can start from a new perspective. I know you can. And Spirit is telling you you can as well. All right, Moon in Aquarius, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.